Good morning everyone and welcome to Headingley for the third day of the third test match between the West Indies and Pakistan in the second semi-final series of the Hero Cricket League's Y50 Test Match Championship 2020. The West Indies in their first innings are 271 for 8, just 33 runs behind Pakistan's first innings total of 304. This is a very tight test match and a very tight series. Remember, the series is locked at 1-1 and the first team to win 2 test matches will be the one to qualify to play New Zealand in the grand final series. We have another full house here today at Headingley. We join the action now as Wasim Akram bowls the first ball of the day to Jeff Dushan. And that is a beautiful shot from Jeff Dushan with which to start the day. These are very useful late order runs for the West Indies. Well, Curtly Ambrose has got hold of that one, swung across the line, and that will be his first boundary. Oh, that's another beautiful drive off the back foot from Jeff Dushan. 4 more. Oh, that's a fantastic shot from Curtly Ambrose. Using his extra long reach, he can certainly provide some useful runs for the West Indies. Oh, and that will be 4 more. 2 superb cover drives from Ambrose. The West Indies are now nearly past Pakistan's first innings score. Oh, that's a lovely deucer from Mushtaq. That really dropped on Dushan, hit him on the back foot, and that would have smashed into middle stump. Yes, the umpire had no hesitation putting up his finger, and Dushan is out. LBW to Saqlain for a very good 37, and the West Indies are 299 for 9. That's the 300 up now for the West Indies, and Curtly Ambrose will certainly be looking for quick runs now that Walsh is out there. Oh, that's another cracking shot from Curtly Ambrose. He's really playing Mushtaq well through the offside, and with that, the West Indies are now in the lead on the first innings. That one pushed through a little bit quicker. An appeal from Pakistan. Yes, that's out. You can hear the 2 noises there. A lovely piece of bowling from Saqlain. He finishes with 4 wickets, and Courtney Walsh is out. Court Moen bowled Saqlain for 3, and the West Indies are all out for 309. The West Indies have done well this morning, getting to 309. They have gone past Pakistan's first innings total and they take a lead of 5 into the second half of the match. Let's have a look at the batting card. 77 for Viv Richards before he was out-stumped off the bowling of Saqlain. 52 for Garfield Sobers, and some useful 30s from Desmond Haynes, Brian Lara and Jeff Dushan at the end there. 21 not out from Curtly Ambrose with 4 beautiful boundaries. 5 bowlers used for Pakistan. Mushtaq ended up with the best figures of 4 for 99. 2 wickets each for Wasim Akram and captain Imran Khan. 1 wicket also for Waqar Younis and the part-time off-spinner Shoaib Mohammed. Well, with nearly 3 days to go in this test match and no prospect of rain, this is almost certainly going to produce a result, which means the winner of this test match will qualify for the grand final. This third innings could really set up the game for either of the 2 sides. Syed Anwar and Shoaib Mohammed are out in the middle and ready to begin Pakistan's second innings. It's been a tense start for Pakistan, but they have crawled back into the lead. Oh, there's a nick there, straight through to Jeff Dushan, and that's out. Malcolm Marshall has the early breakthrough for the West Indies, and Shoaib Mohammed is out. Court Dushan bowled Marshall for 3, and Pakistan are 8 for 1. The West Indies really do have the pressure on Pakistan. Oh, that's been struck on the pad. A big shot from Curtly Ambrose, and the umpire says, yes, that's out. That's a beautiful delivery, the perfect length, moving back into Younis Khan. That would have hit the top of middle stump, and Younis Khan is out. LBW to Ambrose for 1, and Pakistan are 9 for 2. Oh, bowled him! What a delivery! Curtly Ambrose is really fired up out there. Java Miandad is out. Bowled Ambrose for 2. And Pakistan are in early trouble at 11 for 3. And that will be lunch on day 3. That's been an excellent hostile bowling session from the West Indies. Not good news for Pakistan. They are 14 for 3. They only lead by 9 runs. Shoaib Mohammed, Younis Khan and Java Miandad are all back in the pavilion for single-digit scores. Syed Anwar is still at the crease on 6 and he is joined by Inzamam-ul-Haq on 1. Malcolm Marshall and Curtly Ambrose were simply magnificent. They were hostile, they were accurate, they didn't give an inch. 2 wickets for Curtly Ambrose and 1 for Malcolm Marshall. Punch down the ground, passment off, and that will be the first boundary of the innings. That should release some of the tension for Pakistan. Punched into that gap at cover. That's going to run away for 4. The first boundary for Inzamam-ul-Haq. These 2 will certainly be looking to rebuild the innings for Pakistan. Oh, that's beautiful bowling from Courtney Walsh. He's been pushing them across, and now he's brought one back in, and the umpire says that's at LBW, just pitching in line, just hitting off stump. That's not a wicket Pakistan could afford to lose. Syed Anwar is out. LBW to Walsh for 21, and Pakistan are 37 for 4. Pakistan will be happy that they're playing the extra batsman for this match. Oh, that looks very close. Did that pitch in line with leg stump? The umpire says yes, it did. That's 5 wickets down now for Pakistan. These West Indian fast bowlers are cutting through the Pakistani batting lineup like butter. Inzamam is out. LBW to Ghana for 10. And Pakistan are in deep trouble at 39 for 5. This has been a superb display of fast bowling from the West Indies. That one's edged over the gully, and that will be the first boundary for Mohammad Yusuf. Oh, that's gone straight through Dujon, a very rare mistake. Boy, do Pakistan need a partnership now. Well, that's a lovely cover drive from Mohammad Yusuf. That will bring up the 50 for Pakistan. Oh, that's a beautiful stroke as well. Cut away into the gap. A beautiful roll of the wrist from Mohammad Yusuf, keeping that ball down, and that will be 4 more. Well, off a thicker shot on edge, but that's been a productive over for Pakistan. 12 runs, and it's now 59 for 5. Lovely bowling, but Imran Khan is hanging in there. Another one past the edge, but Imran is looking very determined. Garfield Sobers on now for the West Indies. Oh, there's a mix-up out of the middle. Is this going to be run out? Yes, it is. Mohammad Yusuf has been run out. This is an absolute disaster for Pakistan. Run-outs have been plaguing them throughout this entire championship. Courtney Walsh had no problem there, lining up the stumps, hitting them direct, and Mohammad Yusuf is out. Run out for 25. What a tragedy for Pakistan. They are now 71 for 6. That will break the shackles. A lovely shot through mid-on from Imran Khan. Swung away through mid-wicket again, and that will be another 4. Mohan Khan giving himself some room. There's no one in front of point on the offside, and that's 4. Time for a cup of tea on day 3. Another dramatic session here at Headingley. Pakistan are 94 for 6. They only lead by 89 runs. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Well, it's a sorry-looking scorecard for Pakistani supporters. Syed Anwar, Inzamam-ul-Haq and Mohammad Yusuf all out in that session, including that needless run-out. But Pakistan need to have hope. Imran Khan, Mohan Khan, Wasim Akram are all accomplished batsmen. Saklan Mushtaq also played very well in the semi-final against India. The truth is that the bowling has been absolutely outstanding. Probably the best display of sustained fast bowling we have seen in the whole championship. 2 wickets for Curtly Ambrose, 1 wicket each for Malcolm Marshall, Courtney Walsh and Joel Garner. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. The West Indies have not let up after tea. The lead is now 100 for Pakistan, and that's a nice shot from Mohan Khan. That will certainly relieve the pressure. That's a beautiful use of the feet from Mohan Khan. He's a good player of spin. The partnership is now on to 48. Oh, that's out straight to Richards at short leg. That's the end of the partnership. Beautifully bowled from Courtney Walsh. Mohan Khan has to go. He's out. Caught Richards, bowl Walsh for 30. And Pakistan are 124 for 7. Imran's been out there for 100 balls now. He certainly holds the key for Pakistan. Oh, that's a beauty from Sobers. Oh, that's a nice shot just wide of mid-off, and that is a welcome boundary. Oh, and that's gone right through Imran Khan. Beautifully bowled from Courtney Walsh. That ball coming in is so vicious. Imran Khan is out. Bowled Walsh for 29. And Pakistan are 131 for 8. Oh, he's off the mark now with a lovely shot. This is a very important innings for Wasim Akram. Saklan's gone over the top, but he can't get it over the head of Clive Lloyd at mid-off. Oh, that's not a good shot from Saklan. Wasim Akram looks very disappointed at the non-striker's end. An easy catch there for Clive Lloyd. Saklan is out. Caught Lloyd, bowled Sobers for 2. And Pakistan are 138 for 9. Oh, that's a beautiful line from Ambrose. Moving away from Wasim Akram. Was there an edge? The umpire doesn't think so. Edged and straight through to Dujon. Beautiful bowling from Curtly Ambrose. High fives all around for the West Indies. That's the end of the innings. Wasim Akram is out. Caught Dujon, bowled Ambrose for 5. And Pakistan have been bowled out for 140. Well, Pakistan have been completely overwhelmed by this West Indies bowling attack, who have really flexed their muscles this afternoon. They completely knocked over Pakistan's top order. There was some resistance from the middle order. 30 for Mohan Khan, 29 for Imran Khan, 25 for Mohammad Yusuf before he was needlessly run out. 140 is certainly not what Pakistan were hoping for in this third innings, but what could they do against that type of bowling? 5 bowlers used for the West Indies, 3 for 30 for Curtly Ambrose, 3 for 35 for Courtney Walsh. They were magnificent, but as were the others. Malcolm Marshall 1 for 20, Joel Garner 1 for 19, and Garfield Sobers 1 for 30. And so with that, the West Indies will need 136 runs to win this match, win this series, and go through to play the grand final. Pakistan, of course, will need to match that magnificent West Indian bowling display and take 10 wickets. Gordon Greenwich and Desmond Haynes are out in the middle to face the 2 overs before stumps, and that will be stumps on day 3. The West Indies surviving those 2 overs unscathed. Gordon Greenwich is off the mark with 2 singles. Desmond Haynes is still on 0, those overs bowled from Wasim Akram and Imran Khan. And so the West Indies require a further 134 runs to win this third test match. Pakistan will be looking for early wickets tomorrow morning. If they can get into the West Indies batting lineup, some reverse swing late in the day could see them running through the tail. They still have a chance of winning this third test match. That's it from us. Do join us tomorrow for the fourth day of this third test match, and bye for now.